Before we get into this week's episode, a tragic event took place after our recording, and we just wanted to take a moment to remember and respect the lives that were lost in the DC plane crash this week. Too many of the victims were from the US skating community, and many of which were on their way home from a development camp. This kind of loss is felt throughout the entire skating world, and our thoughts are with the families at this incredibly difficult time. Hello!
Hello guys, welcome back. Season 1, episode 12.
The Challenger series, Cup of Dresden.
Dun dun dun. I don't know why
Dun,
that
dun,
just...
dun.
I felt the need for that to be dramatic. Yeah,
It does, yeah. Maybe I feel like we need to start saying our names too. I'm Sabrina Snoad. Welcome to the podcast. And my co-host
full
is...
names.
Yeah, what's your full name, Afton? Please
This
share.
is so rogue. So Sabrina did not tell me she was going to do this when we had a little pre-meet before we started recording. Hi, I'm Afton Sperry.
Don't you think we should introduce ourselves at the start of each
Maybe
episode?
first names.
Yeah, that's fair. My name's Sabrina.
And I'm Afton.
Thank
and
you
we are
for
your
listening.
hosts of the Sabrina Club podcast. I meant to say the Synchro Skaters Club podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
It could be the Snoad Sperry or the Sperry Snoad Club because it's SSC,
We're getting
right?
sidetracked.
Okay.
We hope you have had a great week. We have. It's been a busy one. We had Mozart Cup and then we went almost straight into the Cup of Dresden. So it's been busy. My weekends are taken up watching skating competitions at the minute.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm not mad about it.
Something about the live stream just doesn't give the same atmosphere as being in the competition. Being at the competition, I would watch 24 hours.
Practices, unofficial practices, warm-ups, the Zamboni break. I'd be watching it all.
Being there live versus watching it at home just doesn't quite hit the same.
Especially when the live stream is terrible.
Wait, are we gonna do this now? We're gonna do this later.
We're going to do this multiple times because I need to get it off my chest.
Yeah.
Why did the person filming need to zoom in on one person at the start? So we didn't see one starting pose.
No,
we didn't see one.
We missed every single one. So
yeah,
major flop on that live stream. Dresden, really sorry. We hear the rest of the competition was great, but that was just not good. And even like they'd swapped to a random zoom in some angles, and you just don't see the shapes.
In the lifts, they'd be zooming in on the flyer. It's like, no offense, flyer. We want to see everything right now.
Like,
it's very annoying.
There's a reason there's 16 people. We don't want to see one. We want to see all 16.
Anyway, I feel like we've started off on a slight negative there, so apologies. Let's just kick off with a bit more positives. Let's keep going.
For those that didn't know, Cup of Dresden was held from the 24th to the 26th of January. So when this comes out, last weekend.
And funnily enough, it was in Dresden.
Funny that. Okay, so I was looking at the photos of the parade, and I'm thinking to myself, this is very familiar. And I had to look on my I was there 2 years ago. Not for skating. I went to Dresden.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Just cause.
And just cause I was doing the hops around Germany and recognized the buildings and went, oh, that's kind of cool. Didn't know I'd been
Dresden's a cool place. There's a lot of history in Dresden.
Yeah, beautiful. Lot of history. Absolutely beautiful. Loved it. So
yeah, it was cool that this one was a challenger. I liked it.
Teams and skaters that got to go visit and experience that history and stuff. Amazing. But let's get started.
So same as last week, we're gonna briefly go over the advanced novice scores, touch upon those top 3 in the junior because there was like 20 teams in the junior.
It was
category.
Crazy. Yeah,
it's insane.
It was more than last week.
Oh, and then we're gonna do a nice little senior review from 13th place to 1st. It's quite an interesting competition. It's not how I thought it was gonna end, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I would agree. And I feel like there was a lot of mistakes.
A lot of mistakes, and we'll get to it in a bit, but in the senior category, a bit of mix-ups with the team lists.
Yeah.
Which
caused
we'll get to it.
A bit of havoc as well. All right. Advanced novice. We're going to begin there.
Let's do this.
More than last week, we had 7 entries. We had starting in 7th, we had Team Illuminise with 39.53. I am very much assuming that this is Illumination's younger team,
I think
the Netherlands.
so.
Fabulous.
And then we had Starlight with 55.44 from, I'm guessing, again, Switzerland.
Yeah, very much agree. Team Berlin, obviously German, 58.12.
They're from Germany.
No? Really? What?
Sorry, I'm in a really sarcastic mood there. Yes, Team Berlin, 58.12. And then Team Capri, Italy?
Yes, I'm just looking.
59.18.
No, Team Caprice is from Sweden.
Gosh, that's a rogue one, isn't it?
I don't think it's like Capri Island. I think it's...
Maybe it's Caprice.
I would say it's Caprice, yeah. Sorry, Sweden.
Okay. Well, they had 59.18, so quite a close 6th, 5th and 4th place.
Yeah. Then we have, moving up to 3rd, Team Crystal Blades, 67.28.
This is where the Finland domination begins.
Yeah, it does. They're very good.
Closely in 2nd, I have no idea how to say this, so apologies. Team Fili Aboneses. Said that wrong. 69.98.
Yeah, I wouldn't even...
pass.
And then finally in 1st, Team Starlights, 84.84.
Yeah, I saw that score and I had to go and watch it because I'm going to hold my hands up. I didn't watch the advanced novice category, but I saw that score and I was like, I need to watch that. So I did, and it's basically like a junior team.
Incredible. No wonder their feeders into junior are so fantastic when then advanced novice are better than half the rest of the world. So that's great.
Literally.
I'm very happy for them. Okay. Moving on to junior. We have 20 entries.
Mental.
And a result that is probably expected, hoped for, wished for.
I wouldn't say expected. I would say wished for and well deserved.
100% well deserved. We'll get to that soon. No, I feel like it. In my head, I was.
I wasn't
not expecting, but like.
I wasn't. Actually, as soon as I saw them skate that short program, I was like, yeah, they're winning.
They're done. Anyway, we're gonna start number 20. Salamandres Junior from France, with a total segment score of 75.27.
Nice. And then we've got Amber in 19th place with a total score of 82.87.
Then we have Ice Skateers Elite. These guys flew all the way from Australia, so shout out to them. 85.56 was their total segment score.
And then UTE Synchro, 93.97. They had 4 boys. Can we just shout out?
Very impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Love
that. More men in synchro. Team Gemini with 98.65.
And then 14th place was Le Soleil. We broke the 100 mark with 100. Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry. 15th place. I skipped one there. 15th place was Berlin, and we did break the 100 mark with 105.66. And then I'll say it because I started saying it. Le Soleil in 14th with 109.32.
Fabulous. Then we have Team Magic in 13th with 112.11.
12th place was Icicles, 122.23. They did have an unfortunate fall in their short. It wiped out their whole block, which is probably one of the worst falls you can have. So that was unfortunate.
Rough luck. 11th place Harmonia, 126.04.
Icefire in 10th, 135.05.
Cool Dreams 9th, 137.29.
Starlight 8th, 147.79.
Spirit in 7th, 165.78 from Sweden.
Mystique in 6th with 178.11.
Now they're getting up and up and up. Skyliners in 5th, 182.63.
It's crazy that's 5th. 4th place was Nexus, 183.45. I'd like to shout out their free program because I know we're not really going to talk about it, but I really enjoyed it.
It was good.
I thought it was very not Nexus.
Nice.
But I thought it was really cool.
You love a bit of variety.
Yeah, for sure.
Now we're going to talk about the top 3. So 3rd place we have Les Suprêmes. They had 70.11 in the short, 120.32 in the free, and 190.43 as their total segment score. Their short program is called Haunted Heart. Mm-hmm. They had black, moody, quite cute dresses. Cute.
I thought there was a lot going on with those costumes.
There was like a haunted tattoo on the back. I thought that was really cool.
And the spider in the hair, I did quite like.
Oh, I did miss the spider. Maybe my
but there was just a lot going on for me.
Yeah.
If I'm completely honest, but if we look to their program, they had so much speed going into the no hold block.
Yes.
Like, I mean, we shouldn't be surprised, but they did.
Well, they did. Their short program PDF.
You go.
Quickly was pretty good. Moves for no hold 4 step base. I2 PI4.
That's surprising.
4. Yeah, I feel like that's probably one where they will be looking to improve on. Twizzle element 4. I really like. They did a sow cow into their twizzles. I liked that.
And the seniors do it as well. I was going to mention it later. Yeah, it's really cool.
That was sick. And pivoting block 3. So I imagine they will be aiming for a pivoting block 4. But
I thought it was a beautiful block personally. I really did.
Overall.
I really enjoyed it.
Quite a nice program. Free program
Yeah.
is called Wake Up World. I'm really sorry the dresses are so chaotic.
I think it's a bit like the theme though, if I'm honest. The theme is a lot.
There's a lot going on.
And this is not to take away from their amazing skating, but it's an incredibly political theme for a junior team.
Yes, this is true.
That kind of that explains it just there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but if we talk about the skating,
yes,
I enjoyed their moves. And the wave lift.
Yes, I've got that down too. I really like that.
Sick was that?
Just the wave and the flies' bodies just went rolling. It was very cool.
And that was to signify the tsunami starting.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
In the apocalyptic world where the tsunami.
Because that song that started as that lift happened is called Tsunami. Tsunami.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a lot to the theme.
It's
very well thought out, but that's what I mean. Maybe there's too much.
Is it perhaps like when the theme requires the audience to know a lot of like intertextual references?
Yeah.
Perhaps then it's getting a bit tricky. There's another couple like that in senior, but anyway, they did have one fall. In the travel element, which was a shame.
Tricky thing to fall in.
Yeah. Otherwise, they got pretty much everything was a level 4, apart from they got no hold base, which is all you can get, and step 3, not step 4. So, but everything else, all the calls, pretty good GOE. Yeah, looking fly. All right. Second place.
Second place was Dream Edges from Finland. They got a total of 197.79, so just under that 200 mark. Their short program was
Rubik's Cube.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was trying to work it out.
Yeah. I didn't know. See, I think again this is the issue. I couldn't tell until I checked the Instagram. I knew it was something along those lines because there was a lot of these straight sort of boxy arms going on.
Yeah.
It was cool. The whole team.
But it wasn't obvious.
The whole team did axles.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said that, because I was so worried to say it to sound stupid, because I watched it and then I was like, what? So I rewinded it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God. So I wrote down here 16 axles ?
And you were doubting it. Was it last week or the week before? We were like, yeah, imagine the day there's 16 axles. Little did we know we hadn't watched Dream Edges yet. And they're doing it.
Can we also shout out, firstly, their moves being in the pyramid, but secondly, the girl at the front.
We just think the same, because that's exactly what I have on my notes too.
The girl at the front, she was in a full split.
Even the control to be on your own like that.
Control, flexibility, strength.
Oh, yeah, it was stunning. It was stunning.
And I love their twizzles. But let's have a quick look at the PDF. So they got a perfect PDF, technically wise.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
No big deal.
And good. Yeah, pretty good.
No
and
notes.
Good components.
No notes.
Wow, yeah. Let's talk about their free then.
Recovery is what it's called.
Can I just say, I never ever thought I would see the day where James Arthur and synchronized skating were merged. I love him. He's a great singer, but I don't know. I just didn't think it would ever happen. Anyway.
He's British, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
His music's
like
always
dresses,
very
though, yeah.
melancholy. But yes, the dresses fit the theme.
Hold on. What do you mean melancholy?
His music, I wouldn't say it's all particularly upbeat, right?
Oh, no, it's depressing as hell. Yeah.
But like...
Tell them all I know now, shout it from the rooftop.
Exactly, yes.
Bit of James Arthur.
We don't need James Arthur, we've got Afton Sperry. It's the same thing.
Anyway, pretty dresses, and the spins were very in sync, I thought. Yes,
very good. What have I got? They threw some poor girl into the creative lift. That's my note for the free program. The poor soul got shoved into it. I don't know if it was the creative lift or a transition, but I just felt sorry for her. Oh, and it had pieces of music from Inception. I did like that too.
Oh, that's a niche fact that you were able to pick up on.
But it's such a good... It was only a very short cut, but it's such a good piece of music.
The PDF's pretty good again. Didn't quite get a perfect technical PDF. They got steps 3 instead of steps 4. They were slacking, clearly.
God damn it.
But yeah, pretty good, really. I like Dream Edges. They've really come into their element in the past few years, haven't they? Like last year they were great, and I mean they've been great for years, but I mean they've not really been qualifying for Worlds, but they've started to step up, I guess. It's cool.
So fabulous. All right. Now to the fave, I feel.
I think this is the fave of the whole competition.
Yeah.
It
Not that we're biased,
me.
because we've already spoken to Quinn, but...
Yeah.
It was spectacular. They're both skates.
Hands down, one of the best, not only junior programs I've ever seen, one of the best programs. Both their short and their free. I
would agree. Combined, unreal.
It's giving me shivers just thinking about it.
I agree. Starting off with the short program, they had these beautiful red dresses.
Lacrimosa.
Wow, you're really in a singing mood today, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Go for it, Free.
They got 75.61 as their total score in the short.
They did. Perfect PDF.
Yeah. All my notes are like musicality was great.
Yeah.
They have lots
accents,
of tricks
the music.
going on.
Yeah.
Mine was they had the double ducks. So everyone did the first duck under, and then the Beelmans did theirs, but then the other line did the double. I thought that was really cool.
I said, wow, gloves. The extensions, the skating skills, the edges. And their twizzles were so in sync and so close together.
Yeah. It was just beautiful. And then I've also got down that we did talk about this a little bit with Quinn about how well he blends into the program.
Yeah.
I feel like this is purely because we talked to him, but quite often you're drawn to the man because
it was a whole one.
He is perfect. There's the lines match seamlessly. His toes are pointed, his legs are up. Like there's no.
That team's gonna win Worlds.
I think my money's on them too. Yeah. All right. Free program, total of 132.75, The Black Swan. This one was my favourite. I think this was better than the short.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just built and built and built and built, and you were literally on the edge of your seats, even watching the live stream, I thought. Yeah. Like, it was incredible. I mean, they got...
Even the way the costumes made them look like swans.
Yeah. And all their accents of, like, the music, and they always kept in that swan character.
Our swan arms right now. Like, not quite as elegant as what they were doing, but... Yeah, just the spin. Sorry, the spin when the music changed.
Yeah.
Ugh, no notes. I literally said no notes.
Yeah, it was. Just looking at their PDFs, near perfect. They got in section 3 PI4 instead of 4-4, so lost maybe a point or two, but incredible. Like,
yeah, and especially what they're nearly a whole 10 points above second place.
They didn't just like win, they won. Like, they did it, you know.
So another shout out to Teams Elite. You guys are absolutely killing the game.
Like, no, they are
no other words.
Right, shall we get into the senior category?
I think
lots to talk about.
There is a lot going on. This was a big category.
It was. Just while we have a little interlude between junior and senior, can I just highlight the fact that Pascal was on his phone in the kiss and cry, and it just made me laugh so much.
I feel like, wasn't there another competition at the same time?
Probably, yeah. I feel like that's just so funny, isn't it? Like, oh, let me just check, do my job while I'm waiting for. Oh, it just made me laugh.
An icon. He just
absolute icon.
He had things to do.
He did. Right, seniors, let's go.
Right, flipping the book over, ready for the notes.
Yeah, I've got 3 pages of notes for this one, so strap in, peeps.
Yeah, me too. Look at us go.
Right, Illumination, 13th place with a very respectable 108.12 combined.
Yeah. Short program was... Oh, I can't... The Other Side of Hollywood is what the piece of music was called. But it's actually from Julie and the Phantoms.
What is that?
Do you know what that is?
No.
It's a Netflix TV show. I have watched the show. I love it. It's a very
incredibly
niche, like, fangirl. It's about a teenage girl that can see the ghosts of a boy band that died in, like, the 80s.
So, like, you?
Yeah, I can see the ghosts of all the... Yeah, me, basically.
I just feel like that is something that would be very...
It would be my dream to see the ghosts of a boy band. I love the song, love the show, think it's great. However, I'm really sorry, but I don't think it's a senior theme.
Yeah, I agree. I actually do agree.
Musicality and all that sort of stuff, they did a very good job. The costumes matched the theme very well. The purple is the colours of the show. Like, it was all really good.
Okay.
But again, like, if you haven't seen the show, I feel like you miss parts.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Did you see their wheel was so close they almost collided and nearly took out, like, a whole line?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Oh, that was a...
They did have a fall, though. Not there. Oh, yeah, they did in the intersection.
Yeah.
I feel like when it gets...
good... Sorry, you go.
I feel like when it gets to senior, I do have a lot of, like, the negatives is what I pick out, because like, they're all great, you know, everyone's out there doing their stuff, but I do pick up on the negatives. They had a mishap in the moves, and this one is a negative. They had 4 pair spins, which I liked, and then everyone
I put down the pair spins. Yeah. I think we should only do pair spins. I agree, personally.
I agree.
Okay. Their 3 was a jungle theme. Oh, we've not even looked at the PDFs. Right, yeah, let's have a look at those PDFs. So, Group Lift 3. Yeah, pretty damn good. Intersection 3, PI 3, Moves 2, Pairs 4. That's good. Into section 4 PI base, no hold, 3 steps base. You know, with the odd onesie twosies, they kind of got in their 2s and 3s and 4s, mainly 3s and 4s. So good for them.
Yeah, shout out. All right, moving up, 12th place, Team Zulu from France. Perhaps there was a bit of a turnover this year because they are not scoring particularly as high as they have in the past. Hey, you were thinking it. I'm just saying what everyone was thinking. And it happens. Yeah. Teams go through their ebbs and flows. Love your work. I've been a big fan. And this year they're just not scoring as high as they have. And that's okay.
124.51 is kind of lower than we've seen them score previously. So yeah, you're accurate. You're right.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not. Let's have a look at these programs then. So
short program.
They're short.
The music was painted black.
Oh, it was.
But we reported it as Revenge.
Okay.
Because it was the instrumental and the normal versions. I don't really know which one it was. Either way, I kind of liked it.
I did, and their all in black numbers made their lines look so good.
Stunning. Yes.
Like their spirals look so good with that all in black number, you know.
Yeah. I agree.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
They just kind of got annihilated on the PDFs really. Step 1, which is harsh. Moves 2, sync spin 2. It's just not their usual. We should mention that we think they had a muck up with the team list.
Yeah, so there's been a couple of teams that have had this.
So anyone that can confirm if this is true or not, please let us know.
But it was Zulu, it was
Illumination
and ISU
Illumination. Yeah.
So we haven't mentioned it yet, but from their Instagram post, all three of them put a post up that was like after something's out of our control after official practice mean we had to put someone in the program that wasn't supposed to be. And we believe it was because the wrong people were listed and that they used team lists from last season versus team lists from this the updated awful. Team list. Yeah,
if that is the case.
Really shit, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because having to make those changes.
So shout out for even, you know, being able to complete the competition. Cause,
mad
off to you.
We were super eager to get on with this week's episode and actually got some first-hand information on this after we recorded. So special thanks to ISU United for reaching out and confirming pretty much what we thought. Skaters' names had been missed off the official team lists, and this was only communicated to them after the short program official practice. Sounds like it turned into a bit of a blame game between the ISU and the federations involved, and pretty much just left the teams stuck in the middle in limbo. They all decided to stay in the competition and not withdraw and make adjustments to the program. So shout out to them for dealing with the situation in the best way that they could.
I like their free. I did.
Yes, Tron. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Sci-fi,
very cool.
Futuristic. Yeah. I like the S-Wheel. They brought back the classic. That was cool. I like
the amount of S-Wheels there are this season.
Yeah, they look sick. If you do them right, they look sick. If you do it on accident, they don't look sick.
Yeah. I'm not sure about, you know how this season obviously we've got pyramid or diamond block. I'm not sure if I like, and this is nothing against Zulu, but I'm not sure if I like pivoting block. You doing a diamond.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes.
She wasn't with me.
No,
this is nothing against Zulu, but I'm just not sure I like it in a pyramid. I think it just looks like a mush of people.
Interesting. Yeah, fair play.
Anyway, that's that. But Zulu, let's look at their PDFs. A bit better this day. They got group lift 3, pairs 3. Unfortunately, their intersection got marked quite down. 2-4 and then 2 base. But yeah, Twizzles 3, artistic wheel 2. So yeah, not bad at all.
Nice, good job, team. Moving up to 11th place, we have Team ISU Senior. Short program 46.83, free program 87.1, total 133.95. It's really hard for us to watch and not be biased or not be too critical, because I don't want to be like extra nice because we skated with the girls.
Yeah. It's weird. It feels weird reporting on a team that you have skated in and you know half the skaters in it.
Yes.
It's weird.
So both of us kind of struggled to be unbiased, I guess.
Yeah, we did. But we're going to try our best here. So, I'll begin. The short was a countdown theme, final countdown. I like the black dresses. I think they're very pretty.
Yeah.
They had a lovely eye spin in the middle of the wheel, I think it was, which I enjoyed. And
overall, it was just a very tidy, clean.
Yeah.
It was just a nice, a well done program. Like I didn't really have many.
No. They got a good PDF, moves 3,
Everything was
3, steps 3. Steps 3 is really good. You know, it's been a lot of work getting steps 3 for GB, so that's really good.
It's all round, slay queens.
Let's have a look at their 3.
Mother Nature.
Can I say something about their dresses?
Yeah, go for it.
They're a bit baggy around the neck, and it really bugs me. It just bugs me.
Yeah, I agree.
They just need to.
Sorry,
just
guys.
Tighten it.
Can you just?
Yeah. Can you just stitch the necks of the dresses? That's all I'm asking.
Maybe they were trying to compensate for ours being too tight last year.
Maybe.
Give them some extra room this year. Aside from that, they're beautiful though.
They are. I really like them. I love how it starts and it ends in the same position, basically. And I like how it gets into the ending position. I really enjoy that.
Do you know, there's one thing I don't like.
Oh, God.
Both the programs start the same.
Oh, yeah.
They both start in the circle with people doing shit.
They do.
It's exactly the same. And they're very different themes. Anyway, sorry.
Didn't even notice that. I am going to say it, and this is nothing just to icicles. It's to the teams that are choosing to do 3 lifts. I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
Sorry,
overall, I agree. Yeah. The 5th person always looks a little lost. Yeah. No matter what team does it.
We are showing through the lifts that some teams are doing now that you need 2 people to do a lift. So
why do you need 5?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, it's a no from me.
I did think that Icicle's entry was very impressive in the oversplits that they had the poor flyers doing before they went into
they are some flexible flyers.
Zelda, this is a shout out to you. I saw yours in particular. Your legs. Whoa, girl.
No, it was good. It was a good overall program. If we have a quick look at those PDFs again. Again, in the 2s and 3s, they got Twizzles 4, which is awesome.
Yes. We did have one fall in the no hold, but other than that.
Yeah. Got up nice and quick.
Yeah.
So that was good. But yeah,
nice.
Just a good, solid set of programs.
Yeah.
Sabrina and I can now breathe that we have reviewed our old team. We're off the hook.
Oh dear. Okay, moving up to 10th place, we have Ice United. Total score 140.78, so they encountered the same issues with alternates like we just talked about before, and they put it on Instagram. Their short program, I'm sure that they were aware that they had an alternate, but I don't think she stuck out too much. I don't. Like, she yes, there were bits where it was clear that the poor girl didn't really know where she was going, but I think she did a good job.
To be fair to them, by what was said on Instagram, it sounds like they were told after the official practice.
Yeah, which is rough.
So can you imagine being an alternate that has potentially never skated that spot and then having to go and do it? Like, that's pretty pants.
I also feel like this is an excellent lesson in being a good alternate too. Like, if you want
to know your stuff.
Yeah, if you want to be irreplaceable, you should know every single position.
Yeah.
And be able to just right in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, good program. I didn't like the forward 135s. Very sorry.
No, 135s don't have a place in a senior program, in my opinion.
I think they were slightly higher than 135. I think it's just the fact that they were forwards.
No, it just to me they don't have a place in a program, in a senior program. Yeah. Maybe, but even still.
Yeah, this is fair. Okay, PDF.
Pretty good PDF.
They were slightly lower in the short and they jumped up quite a few places in the free. So
I think they lost a lot of points in their no hold. They got steps 1.
And
moves
they did
2.
have a fall in the hold, so
in the spin.
am I blind? I am blind.
Yeah, in the spin.
In the spin.
But I like the entry to the spin. I really enjoyed that spread. It was held for a nice long time.
Yeah, agree.
It's good.
Nice. All right, free program is the Ode to Argentina.
Yeah.
The tour of the world. I still, again, I'm going to butcher her name. We've already shouted her out many times. Feline's choreography is incredible.
Yeah, I agree.
There was one part where there was 2 parts that I noted down in particular. There's one bit where I don't know what shape they were in, but then all of a sudden they were in a diamond mushed in and create the diamond for their dance break.
It's
in the
very
middle.
Sweden-y. It's quite Sweden surprise-esque, isn't it?
Yeah, it just shit just happens and you're like, oh, didn't expect that. And then the same, they did this triangle intersection almost right before the whip. They did the triangle and then all of a sudden
entry to whip. Yeah, I said that too.
That was really cool. So she's making moves. Love your work.
Okay, I've got a few things that I need to bring up. I want to ask if the girl who fell in the Twizzles is okay, because that looked like a...
Oh yeah, I've got that too.
You know that TikTok sound where it's like, bam, her head hit the wall? It was like that. I was like, oh my God, that poor girl.
Poor soul.
But I liked the entry to the death spirals under the leg. I thought that was cool. Going into the block, doing a backwards rocker instead of a forwards, I thought was...
I like that.
Throwback.
Yeah, I like that.
But I'm going to highlight it again because I said I would. 3 lifts. No,
agree.
There is enough of us to do at least 4.
Yeah. Agree.
Anywho.
Their PDF was good. Pretty good. Group only got group of 2. Pivoting block 3, that's good. Twizzles 4, I4, PI 4, no hold 3, moves 2, pair 4, I4, PI base. Yeah, pretty solid.
Pretty good. Solid. Cool. Nice. Should we move on?
Cool Dreams.
Cool Dreams. Skipping ahead. 9th place. I know. 9th place was Cool Dreams. 47.58 in their short, 107.99 in their free, totaling 155.57. Where are my notes for Cool Dreams? Teams. Here we go.
Short program.
I love their music. No.
Do you want to give me a refresher of what their music was? I've got purple dress.
I've got burgundy. It wasn't Fixie, it was yellow. It was Coldplay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
I recall. Yes.
I loved it.
Enjoyed.
I really enjoyed their travel element.
Yes, I've got that down too.
You know, I thought it was
and
really cool.
I really liked their ending, how they all like whipped into a straight line and then they all finished in one long line. I just think that's very effective when you have all 16 people in a row. It was just
very cool and very dreamy.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Please.
They had a pretty good PDF. Moves 2 in section 4, PI 4. That's a cracking effort. Steps 3, sync spin 2, travel 4. Pretty good.
Nice work, team. Yeah. Oh, there was one other thing. A lot of going into the intersection for the... I don't know if it's the unexpected entry or the other one. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are doing the back spirals, but some teams just do like a kick. Yeah. A quick up and down into it, but these guys held the back spiral and like were going in blind, and I just thought that was quite impressive. But yes, free program.
Blue sparkly dresses, which I adored.
Stunning, yeah, I agree. Stunning.
There's a lot of blue sparkly dresses this season, but I really enjoyed them.
Yeah, we've mentioned this, like there's all the themes of like the nights, the stars, the galaxies.
All merging.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy their dresses.
Yes. I really liked their death spirals.
Yeah.
Their entry, they did a cartwheel. The pairs cartwheel, and then they went into it. It was just very smooth.
Yes, I agree.
I really liked that. That was my main note. Not a lot else. I just said very good. I enjoyed.
I thought it was very creative how they went into their triangle intersection, and it got them an intersection 4 PI4. So, you know.
Ooh.
Pretty damn good.
Paid off. Very good. I like it.
But yeah, they got pretty high calls. They got a couple 2s and then mostly 4s. So not bad. Cool Dreams, not bad.
Good shout. All right, now we can do Olympia.
Yes, next Team Olympia.
I
loved their short program.
Yes. Oh my god.
I'd love to skate to that. I think it'd be so fun.
So
they're free.
When they first got on, I watched this with my mum, and she was like, "What are they wearing?" And then I was just wait, and the music played, and I was like, "See, it's Eminem. It makes sense."
Yeah.
It was sick.
So that short program got them 45.4, which is low for them, and they seem very disappointed by it.
They did actually, yeah.
Also, I'm just going to do a little welfare check with the person who fell in the spin. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I've got that as well.
Fell.
And took another skater out.
How that girl didn't get sliced in half. Oh my god. Are you okay?
Are you alright? Good looked. It's always your mind spinning and you're just going, get back in, what am I doing? I'm lost control.
You're like,
don't make a mess, just do it.
Literally.
And then they had another fall in the intersection.
Yeah. I felt bad for them, to be honest. They had falls, but it didn't, to me, I don't think they should have scored as low as they did, personally.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know.
The fall in the spin didn't get They put it with the intersection.
Oh, yeah.
So they've got 2.2 deductions, but it's the fall's called in the intersection, not the spin.
That's weird.
It was in the spin. Like at the entry of the spin.
Maybe because that's really weird how it's not
Maybe
on there.
They missed
anyway,
field of play.
Moves 2. Steps 1. God, they get annihilated.
Yeah, they did.
But I loved it. The little dance block. I thought it was really cool.
The arms to Slim Shady, excellent.
Yeah. I'm Slim Shady as I'm
Slim Shadys are just imitating
Slim Shady, please stand up. Please stand up. I loved the ending. God, you'd love to be that girl who ended on the floor. Be sick.
Oh my god, so cool. A bum spin. Go for it. Amazing. All right, free program. We're getting a bit too enthusiastic about Eminem.
I know. They jumped major places in their free. They got 110.59. A much better score for them.
And a very good PDF compared to the short.
Very good. And sorry, that ABBA program was insane.
Music choices for them this year are excellent.
Yeah. Like, they swam in the no-hold block.
Oh my gosh, I literally have that written down. Exactly the same. They did the legs and the arms. Oh my
god. It was so good. And, like, they had so many references to the arms. Like, the arm in the block in Waterloo when it went da-da.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
Their coach is obviously fans of the movie because there's no way there's that many references to the movie.
No.
And you just are an ABBA fan. Like, they're Mamma Mia fans too. That was incredible.
Their Death Spirals were also nicely in sync. It got them a pair element 4 as well. So it's good. Much, much better.
Yes, I agree. I've got the ending looked so difficult because they come to a stop in a teddy bear lift.
Yeah. You'd be like holding the girl, like shaking.
Like, how do you stop her from flying forwards or backwards as you're coming to a stop? Mad control. Very good.
Loved it. Loved that program. It was a lot of fun to watch. But they got a combined score of 155.99. So
nice work.
Interesting. And then we have the domination of Germany.
We do. Yeah, I didn't realise they were all in a row. Holy moly.
I also didn't realise how good their teams were.
So good.
All 3 of them.
Yeah. Are we gonna have another a big 4 coming up? Is Germany gonna become a big 4?
And Italy.
Yeah, true. But Italy's only got 2 senior teams.
True.
These guys are
true.
Germany's making moves. Shout out to you guys.
Skating graces, you got 52.52 in the short, 111.3 in the free, totaling 163.82. So close to United Angels.
Yeah, so close. I imagine it's a fight to the death for the second world spot for them at the moment.
Yeah.
I didn't like their short program costumes.
No, neither did I. Shall we just move on?
Yeah.
I don't understand them.
If someone would like to let us know,
Yeah.
feel
I don't
free.
get it. I really don't get it.
Onwards.
But I like their spin. The layout was really cool.
Yeah, and they were fast.
Yeah.
I feel like there was quite a jump in speed from these guys. Like they are moving across the ice.
Yeah. But they're free. Let's talk. Let's talk their PDFs first, and then let's talk their free.
Pretty good. Travel 4, no hold base step 2, spin 3 moves to I4 PI 3. So a bit of a combination there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're probably looking for a couple more highest calls, but all positive GOE. All very happy. So nice.
Right, they're free. This is what
These dresses I can get behind.
Yeah.
I thought these dresses were fantastic. There was a bit of a redemption there.
And such an improvement from 2 weeks ago at the Britannia Cup, I thought.
Yes. Also,
Like,
that's where I couldn't figure out where I'd seen these dresses before.
they're so fast.
Yes.
I loved their entry into the death spiral splits.
Yes,
under
I
the
had
leg.
that down as well.
How cool was that?
That was unreal. The control there,
and-
amazing. I
and
don't
their
remember
lifts.
being that impressed by it at Britannia Cup.
No, me neither.
So
me neither.
maybe it was nerves, I don't know, but this skate
I
was
loved it.
incredible. So shout out to them.
Cheeky
The
little double axel.
Yeah.
Oh, we're about to say the same thing.
Yeah. I don't even need to.
cheeky
We don't really. Just need to let one of us do it. We've got the same notes.
Let's have a look at the PDFs. Pairs. Pivot block 4. Pairs 4. Pivot block 4?
No,
Oh, wait,
3.
sorry. I'm reading Team Berlin's. Oh, God. Awkward. Whoopsie. Pivot block 3. That's still a very good achievement.
It is very good, yeah.
Pairs 3. No hold 4. Grip lift 3. I like their lifts. I thought they were very impressive. In section 4, PI 4. That's good. Moves 2. I'm surprised about that. Twizzles 4. We're seeing a lot of Twizzles 4.
Yeah, we are. That was one of the only elements they got negative GOE on, though.
Wonder why.
Yeah, overall.
I liked it.
Solid
I
work.
enjoyed it. Sorry, my Alexa was about to go off there. I just had to pull it out of the wall.
Alexa, stop.
United Angels. So close in points. That would be such a cool nationals to skate and watch.
Yeah, that got me on fire. Short program was Revolution.
Yeah, nice dresses. I did like their dresses and the gloves. I thought their travel element was the best one that I saw.
Yeah,
if I'm honest.
That was very good.
Really enjoyed it.
The whole team did. I don't know what you call it. We call it a teapot, a shoot the duck.
Yeah, shoot
whatever
the
you want.
duck into spirals.
The whole team.
Forwards as well.
I think there was like 1 or 2 people at the back that looked like they did a drag, but otherwise.
Forwards, teapot into
what
a spiral.
are you on? Sorry.
That is so
crazy.
hard. That is so hard.
And join too? Woo. Excellent work.
Especially if one goes, you're all gone. You know.
Yeah, that's a domino. That is a recipe for disaster.
They got good PDFs. Their travel element only got a travel 3. I loved their travel element. They only got a steps 1. Gosh.
But if they're getting this score with...
Yeah. That's impressive. Good for them.
Yeah, that is very good. Free program?
Yeah, let's have a look at their free program.
Intrusive thoughts. They got... Where am I? 110.34.
I loved the loop jump through the whip.
Oh,
that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
I really like the entrance into the no hold. They went into this like wheel. They were in a wheel and they pivoted out all together, came down. I don't know, it just looked very impressive.
Yeah, it was. Twizzles were in sync. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was just a positive skate.
Yeah, it was nice to watch.
And their PDFs reflect the same,
that.
Reflects it. Just
pretty much
good
all
mix.
Oh yeah, mix
3s and 4s.
Yeah,
mix of 3 and 4s. So pretty good. Good for you guys.
And only negative GOEs on 2 elements, the same twizzles and pivoting block. So nice work. Did we say their total score?
Nice. I don't know. Just say it again in case.
164.00.
Nice.
Okay, now the big boy. Team Berlin.
Team Berlin 1. I loved how they did that.
Yes, that was cool. And when it was in Germany, so it does make sense.
Yeah, it does.
We're moving up now. We're jumping 20 points.
Yeah.
So all the other teams, there'd be like a pretty gradual increase in points. These guys have jumped up 20 points.
Yeah.
In total. So total score is 185.29. We also recorded both, vice versa, their themes in the wrong way. We said that the code was their free program. It is not. The code is their short program. And Tango is their free program. I apologize.
Interesting.
But short program was the blue purple dress. I thought it was cool.
The music was so fast tempered, it sort of reminded me of Crazy Frog.
That's not what I expected, but okay. Yeah.
For those that don't know what Crazy Frog is, it's do 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 do.
You gotta make the frog noises. That's the whole point.
That one.
That's enough singing. Oh dear, we've done too much.
Leg height in the moves were beautiful. Loved it. And the program built, I thought,
it did
very well.
They had 8 pair spins. Shout out.
Shout out. Love a good pair spin. They only got steps 1.
Oh. I feel like because they're so fast.
Yeah.
That perhaps it's not quite.
Maybe.
Step in the way.
Spin 4. Intersection 3, PI 4, moves 3, travel 4. So overall, pretty damn good. Their free program, Tango.
It was a very moody tango. I know Tango
fit it well.
Is moody, but it felt very dark.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Couple things I loved was the moves, how they intersected. I loved it. And I loved the creative lift where the people on the ground did the like little leg flick thing as they were lifting. It just accented the music so well.
I thought their knee slide out of the death spiral was chaotic, but loved it. Okay. Difficult choice. Yeah. Plenty of opportunity for things to go wrong, but it looked really cool.
Agree.
And also they had a mad catch foot in the 2-person lift. Like, you know, they do the back bend and the chick at the top was in half, basically. It was very cool.
Yeah. Do you know something that always also made me laugh? Because obviously they zoomed in very close to people at the end of the skate. And no one was really that out of breath. Everyone was just like, cool.
Yeah, survived. Nice.
Just made me laugh. But yeah, Team Berlin 1. Your PDFs were very good. You've got lots of 4s.
Yeah, lots of 4s. Only ones I
mostly 4s.
PI
and it moves 3.
Yeah.
But pretty good. Well done.
Nice.
We're going to do another jump now to Lumineers, which is another 20 points, which is crazy.
Finland.
Lumineers 67.73 in their short, 137.14 in their free, totaling 204.87. So we had another blue sparkly number for their short. It was dramatic. I loved the moves in the 2 lines. I really enjoyed that. And their wheel travelled so much. They only got travel element 3 though.
Oh really? Where am I here? Oh, they did too. Oh, interesting. They got a slight... Sorry, I have to change tack a little bit. Their score's slightly lower than what they got at... what was last weekend? Mosaic Cup.
How much lower?
2 points.
Okay. I feel like that's forgivable.
It is forgivable, but at the top, I feel like that's...
Yeah,
makes
true.
a difference.
True.
I really like their moves element is in 2 lines.
Yeah, me too. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, not much else to say.
Not much to say because we saw them last week. Yeah, we don't need to overdo it. They had a good PDF, mostly 4s, apart from their moves and their travel element.
Yeah.
If we have a little look at the free program again, still love the dresses, like I said last week, and it was just good and fast. They had a pretty good PDF. Again, moves 3, so maybe they're only going for moves 3, or they're making the same mistake in both programs. Group lift 3 as well, but the rest 4s, so pretty good PDF for Luminaires.
Yeah, all positive GOEs. All stunning, no 5s. That's the only thing I think that sets them apart. The 5s start appearing in third. So
let's talk about third then, Hayden.
Third. We have very varying opinions on Hayden.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So 74.11 in their short, 141.2 in their free alone, totaling them 215.31, which is crazy. Let's have a look at Hayden X then.
Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Oh God,
the new dresses for the short program, Fantasy of Companionship. Your new dresses, stunning.
Yeah, they are
sexy,
stunning.
blue, but it's still like fantasy vibe, like beautiful. Your old dresses look like used tampons.
I can't believe you said it.
We were all thinking it. Someone must have said something because they did not look great on the ice. They were flowy, great, but the colour scheme, not working. New ones, 11 out of 10. I'm
not a fan of white anyway, but then when you add red on the bottom, like, it's never going to go well, is it?
It just looked like a tampon.
They had beautiful skating skills going into the moves, I thought. I really clocked it. And I really thought their spin was interesting because they went into a backspin first.
I thought this program was beautiful. I barely had any notes. I was enamored. I was just watching.
It was good. They got pretty good PDFs, couple markdowns in section 2 PI4.
Yeah, downgrade for 3. The moves.
Yeah, wonder why.
I know what that was for. Maybe we need to work on our tech specialist skills and...
Well, we're not tech specialists. We're people that make a mediocre podcast and just talk for an hour. So.
Mediocre commentary.
But yeah, a good program. Their free program, though.
Say what you want, Afton, because I'm going to disagree.
We have a new Stephen.
The poor man. We need to figure out his name.
Yeah, we do.
I'm so sorry we don't know your name.
Yeah. I think I'm going to be honest here. They are incredible skaters. Their skating skills are stunning. Some of the best in the world, I think.
Well, they have to have 2 completed tests to even try.
Yeah.
So you have to either be full skating skills and full dance or full free.
Yeah. The way that they hold themselves on the ice is incredible. But the theme is a hard theme to skate, in my opinion. Perhaps it was better live, but I didn't get it.
It was just all the loaded people.
Let me finish.
Okay.
And their dresses being different colours, I don't see the point unless you're going to use that in your choreography.
Okay, I understand that point, but everything else I kind of disagree. I thought it was stunning.
Their interlocking circle, 3 interlocking
there was
is
3.
Incredible.
It was beautiful. Yeah. I very much disagree. I think it was stunning. The intersecting death spirals blew my mind. They passed through, and they passed through, like, beautifully. These guys came second in the free, by the way, so, like... It was incredible. I loved it. It looked like they changed configuration in the pivoting block. I don't know, but, like...
Yeah, okay.
I
love Haydenets, but it just didn't do it for me, unfortunately.
These guys are gunning. They're going to be on the podium at Worlds.
Well, they were last year, weren't they?
Yeah, I reckon they're going to go up.
No, sorry, I disagree with you.
No.
Let's move on before we fall out. Les Supremes, a surprising second place, I think, for them.
Never mind. Did we go through the PDF of the free?
Oh, no, we didn't. Good point.
Sorry, Haydenet's PDF.
Pretty good group lift 3. And an in pair pivot block 3, though. Sorry, I'm just looking at the markdowns. And then an intersection 2 PI 4. Other than that, pretty perfect.
Yeah.
Happy now, Sabrina.
And 1 fall. But yes. I think it was stunning.
There was an unfortunate fall. I felt for her.
There's a couple of falls in senior as we now move on
to discuss.
Second place, Les Supremes.
Les Supremes. So short program, they were first, 77.49.
Yeah.
Free skate, they came third, 140.87, which evened it out to...
Quite a difference. Like, there was a lot of jumping around in places between the short and the free.
There was. But a total score of 218.36. So, yeah, you're talking a couple points behind Marigold, which was kind of through the fault of the falls.
Yeah, I'd say so.
The short program. Can I just mention these dresses? The detailing on them. Oh, they're beautiful. La Bohème. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was very dramatic. I loved it. Oh, I just hit my mic. Whoops. It was very dramatic. I loved it. I would like to mention the boy in Les Supremes, in the short, especially the way he holds himself. I couldn't stop watching him. It's incredible.
Yeah, it was very good. I really liked how they changed partner.
I'm not finished.
Oh, sorry.
Not finished.
Sorry, interrupting.
I really need to mention the back inside loop that they did in the no hold, because it was just perfect.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a really niche thing for me to pick up on.
Yeah,
but I needed to.
But it was nice. Okay.
Oh, and the pair spin entry. Okay, you can continue.
Yeah, now I'm talking about the pair spin. They changed partners.
What?
So they started with one partner, and then they changed foot or whatever they did, and they swapped partners.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It was cool.
Wow.
They literally intersected, did their first one in a box shape or whatever it was, and then stepped across the ice, one person, and swapped.
Wow.
I know,
good for them.
PDF was perfect.
Nearly.
Oh.
No one got a perfect PDF in the short senior programs.
Ooh.
In section 2 PI4.
Yeah. Controversial.
That pesky intersection. Let's look at their free. They had a bit of a tough time in their free.
Unseen humans. I would agree. Yes.
So let's start with some positives. That starting lift, I've seen pictures and videos of it on people's Instagrams. It had audible wows from the audience. People were like, oh, wow, and fair play. It was insane. Why do
I feel like the junior and senior starts are very similar? Because they are. They both have a very I mean, the lifts isn't quite as the junior one's not quite as dramatic as the senior, but they're very similar beginnings. True. Maybe that's intentional. I don't know.
The dresses, the sparkle.
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen anything quite
Blinded,
like it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You can never have too many crystals.
No. I'm going to say something controversial now, though.
Okay.
It's quite a similar theme to last year's.
Yes.
Even with the bit of lyrical music, then the rapping, then the...
It's
do you know
very
what
similar.
I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
But You know, their Bielmans into their duck unders were beautiful. They
and
again
then the
like
rejoin.
the juniors. Yeah.
Crazy.
Like the juniors, they did that Salco into the twizzles. It's
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Very much
What more
same
is there to
opinions as you. Yeah, PDF all just the same intersection. I too. So something's going wrong there.
They're struggling with that intersection.
Oh, no hold
And
only
then
got 2.
No hold 2, which is probably due to the fall,
Yeah.
isn't it? So sorry, this is where I get angry, and this is nothing against Les Supremes. This is against the biased judging. No hold, they had a fall, and they're getting +2s in their no hold, right? Let's just scroll down. There was another team that had a no hold fall. Icicles, for example. A pretty similar fall, to be honest. Got back in, I would say, quicker in Icicles than in Les Supremes. Nothing against either team. Look at Icicles PDF. -4s, -3s. And that is biased judging.
I do see what you're saying. But I think their block was a lot neater at the start.
No.
Before the fall.
Shut up. Let me make my point. No, moving on. It's just not fair. Like, it's just not.
I mean, I do agree with that, like how, the minus is a interesting reflection, but
anyway, that's nothing against either teams. I think both, Les Supremes are beautiful, don't get me wrong, but that is on biased judging.
Clearly not impressed with their results.
No, they looked very defeated, didn't they? I felt for the...
Or just exasperated.
I think it was the same girl who fell over twice. I felt for them. I felt for them a lot. I could be wrong there. I was trying to figure it out, but I could be wrong. I did. I felt for them because that's probably their first loss in quite a while. Lol, we're talking loss. They came second. I
guess when you're at the top, that makes a difference.
Let's talk about gold place then. Yeah. Marigold Ice Unity. More blue sparkles, for God's sakes. Like, they're beautiful.
Why do we have all these themes? Like, themes within the themes. There's always a group... Oh, I've just hit my microphone. A group that do the same. You know? Yeah. There's always... Every year there's, like, a trend. And I don't know, the coaches, do they communicate that we're all going to do the same thing this year? Because there's also a lot of,
you'd hope not, wouldn't you?
Tango-y, Spanish-y, there's also a lot of those going around this year.
You would hope not. But,
you'd hope not.
Hey, let's talk about it. I liked how they started and ended the same. I didn't like how they started and ended on the floor. Sorry.
Short program. I did. I liked that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Sorry, let's just say short program, they came in 3rd place with 71.4 points. Pretty good PDF.
The Song to My Star.
Oh, that's
I'm
lovely.
really sorry, but I was bored.
It took me a minute to realise what you just said there.
It was beautiful, and I liked how they started on the ground, and they have so, like... absolutely stunning, but I don't know.
Okay. I thought they had fast and good ice coverage. Everyone did both spirals in the which I liked. I enjoyed their moves a lot, actually. The more I'm watching the moves this season, the more they just all look the same. And I think that is because they have made it so you have to do both legs to get a certain level and blah, blah, blah. It's so similar in all the programs, and it's just a little bit boring.
Yeah, no, I didn't agree with that.
Yeah.
And I really liked the counter as a difficult entry into their spin.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. And everyone did an ice spin, which was sick.
Yeah, I know, right?
Slay! PDF was...
Yeah, pretty good.
Travel element
moves.
3 and steps 3 in the no hold. So I'd say that's where they got hammered a little bit.
But they made it up for it in their free because they got a perfect technical score. So
they did, yeah.
Pretty good. Their free is Sandstorm, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna laugh.
Oh, God.
I think this is the same situation with Criminal. Like, I haven't watched it up until this point, so I didn't really know it was coming. And it made so much... I was kind of like, okay, like, this is good. And then they played Sandstorm by Darude at the end. Like an instrumentally version of it, but it was Sandstorm. And as soon as it came on, my mind was blown. I was like, oh my gosh, this is making so much sense. I was really hoping for a little bit of a snippet of the original, but it was the classical version. But it was still Sandstorm. And I thought that was really sick.
I'm not sold on the colour of their dresses, sorry.
Yeah. I think they're pretty. Maybe they need to be a little bit darker.
I agree. I did like their backwards spirals in the moves and their backwards exits in the lifts. I like that.
Yes.
Again, like I said, perfect technical PDF. You can't ask for much more.
You can't. I put their twizzles were immaculate. The timing was incredible.
Yeah. Very good.
Just can't get over the fact it was Sandstorm.
Yeah, that's so funny. I didn't even realise. So overall, Dresden Cup was an interesting one. There was definitely something in the air, wasn't there?
Yeah, with all the falls, with all the mishaps with team lists.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, there was something in the air. But hey. It was a good one.
Challenger number 2. Should we really quickly move on to our feedback from Instagram?
Yeah, let's have a look. So 65% of you have watched it and only 35% haven't. That's probably because we're filming this quite early on in the week.
Not everyone,
so
Lisa hasn't uploaded yet, so we haven't... the majority haven't been able to watch it yet.
Literally. 80% of people think the right team placed and 20% didn't. Interesting.
I think the falls had contributed a lot to that.
Yeah, there was quite a lot of falls, wasn't there, really?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at you guys, who you thought was best then. We've got a lot of mentions here for Teams Elite. A lot.
As they should. Well deserved.
As they should. We've got someone saying the boy can skate. Yes, he can. Yes. Shout out Quinn.
Yes, he can.
Quite a lot for Nexus, actually.
Nexus Junior, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Dream Edges, quite a few as well, which I thoroughly agree with. Skating Grace's free program, yeah, that was with the loop through the whip.
Yeah. Olympia's Eminem.
Yes.
Yeah. Haydenets, yes. Yeah. But pretty much what I would say, the ones that we would say are all the ones everyone else is commenting. So clearly a couple standouts.
Let's see how you guys thought the competition was then. Scoring of the lower teams was horrible. Deducted GOEs even when the elements were executed very well and very low component scores. I would agree with that. I would agree. The judging was harsh, strict. But it was well organised apparently.
But the arena was a maze.
Yes.
A nice combo.
The atmosphere was good, which is nice to hear. We love a good atmosphere. It was sold out on the Saturday, which is really cool.
And I feel like it looked as though they had a lot of crowd interaction on the screen, which is always good, which helps.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like on the live stream anyway.
10 out of 10. They even sang someone happy birthday because it was their birthday. That's lovely.
Oh, that's really cute. And we also have, I'm really going to butcher his name, one of the iconic synchro photographers this season messaged saying he's got lots of photos ready to be posted. So hopefully when this comes out, we will have seen all the magical ones that he's got for us. But yeah, good vibes.
Anything? Yeah, so we've got someone mentioning here about the people, the teams that struggled with the team lists. So that's sad, really. And
I wonder if that is a mistake of the federations versus the
competition,
teams, or if that's also like comms from the teams to the federation to the like something's.
How did that happen? If anyone's listening who had that happen to them, please
if it was their
reach
team,
out to us.
Yeah.
We're so nosy. I just want to know. Apparently the hotel was amazing, which is good to hear. The food was not, though, apparently, which that's a skating competition for you.
Oh, and a couple of people said that it was really hot in the rink.
Oh, yes.
So, like, hard to breathe.
Yes.
Slight flaw. Isn't it like the peak winter in Europe right now?
Yes, but climate change.
Why would an ice rink be hot?
Climate change. Anyway.
Sorry, yes. We're not a political podcast.
I enjoyed that one. It was a bit of a weird competition to review. We went a little bit harsh, so I really didn't want to offend anyone, so I'm sorry if I did.
Yeah, ditto. I think I was a bit brutal.
We're just
this
reviewing
week.
it honestly from Afton and Sabrina's point of view. Not everyone's going to agree with us, and that's fine.
And I feel like no one would listen if we were nice. So,
you know, what everyone's did that at the weekend, you know, is incredible, and everyone's so talented. We're just being very constructive and very critical.
Yeah, agree. No notes.
So,
if you've made it this far, last week was
you.
long. This week is long too, and it's very nerdy. It
is.
I don't really have any other words to say. It's just a lot of information. A lot of us talking about numbers and stuff. So, I don't imagine the next couple episodes are going to be for the general audience.
Yeah, not for everyone.
This is for the nerdy audience. So thank you for making your way through it. And good luck to the teams that will have just congratulations to the teams that will have just competed at French Cup when this comes out. We will be ready to go for the next episode.
And I hope the French Cup live stream is A, free, and B, better.
Okay,
because
one more note.
I'm very disappointed.
Agree on this. I was having a stalk of ISU. These are Challenger series backed by the ISU. I know we talked about this last time about how that they should be subsidizing the live stream, right? All of the other figure competitions and challenges like that are actually on the ISU YouTube channel. So they provide the live stream and they provide the video and the clips of each individual team. I'm sensing a bit of inequality.
A huge bit of inequality.
So, again,
ISU, if you're listening, pull your finger out.
If you want to grow Synchro, you got to do something about it. And making it more accessible will help. Because right now, the effort that we had to go through to get both of the live streams the last 2 weeks from countries,
you're talking
the money.
We've already spent 40 quid on 2 live streams,
but even they don't make it easy. Like,
and they're not even good.
No, it's not.
They're not even good.
Sorry for getting passionate about that, but
okay, feel very strongly about the live stream. I think I could do a better job, and I'm not even a videographer. Right, we'll see you guys all next week. Hope French Cup was lots of fun, and we'll be reporting on it in a week, and then we'll have our final Challenger episode. So keep listening, keep engaging. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you so much.
All right, lots of love.
The Synchro Skaters Club. Bye.
Bye.